Excited to be joined in studio, the guys from Magi, Luis, Gennaro, Matt, and Skates. Guys, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Let me be the first to welcome you. I don't know if you guys have been here before. Welcome to Michigan.
No, this is my first time. I think everyone's first time. Yeah.
Okay, first impressions. I know you've seen, I know you saw Flint already. I don't know what else you've seen in Michigan, but first impressions of our great state, knowing you're from Florida. And we joke around about Florida around here. So
I feel like everyone does to a degree.
probably, yeah, you're right.
I'm digging the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Personally.
You guys came at a really good time because I don't know if you know this about Michigan winters, and when you guys get back out on the road, like if you can avoid Michigan in like December, January, February, that'd be in your best interest.
Right.
I'm digging Michigan. I've always wanted to come here. I need to catch a Red Wings game before I leave. No, season's not going on yet.
Say, we got a little bit of time. I mean, you could have caught a Lions preseason game on Saturday. They were at Ford Field, but the Tigers are trash right now. But, so let's start from the beginning. Obviously, you guys are a new band, and you haven't been out there so much. You just released the first song relatively recently. Let's just start from the beginning. I don't like doing that, but in this instance, I feel like it's important. And Luis, it started with you and Gennaro, right?
Yeah. We were friends hanging out for a while, and then one day we were driving somewhere, and I was like, hey, you want to be in a band? Because I had been gigging for some time in like high school and stuff like that. And then he was like, absolutely. So there we go. We have two. And then, I was like, well, the next thing we'd probably need is a bassist. So I called Skates over here, longtime buddy from school. And he actually used to teach me how to play the guitar for a time. And then we had three, and we wrote our first song, Child of the Sun, which we're re-releasing here. After that, we needed a drummer.
Yeah, we needed a drummer bad. We were looking for a while, and I was at a bar with a girl, and I saw Matt. He was wearing a T-shirt with a Zildjian branding on it. And I was like, oh, I think that's a drummer.
He's got to be a drummer.
Yeah, completely abandoned my date to talk to Matt the entire time, and the rest was history.
Was the date history as well?
I haven't heard from her.
Okay, all right, yeah. No, it's usually how it works. Is it true that once you guys got started and you started playing and rehearsing and playing shows out and about, is it true that you played at parking garages?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We used to play over at the University of Central Florida, which is in Orlando. And it's a huge school. It's like the second largest school in the country.
Yeah.
I think they have like 74,000 students now. It's crazy.
It's like a city.
So parking is also crazy at that campus. They've got probably 12 to 13 parking garages.
5-story parking garage.
Really?
And so it was so interesting. We first started playing together. We didn't really have a place to practice. So we were like, hey, there's power on the parking garages. So we went there and we started playing on the parking garages. And before you knew it, other bands started playing on the parking garages. And so you'd go to practice, but then you'd see like a pop band or a punk band or a country band or us, a rock band. And it was just all kinds of different styles of music.
What if there are cars parked there? You just find it.
You get around.
There's some spots.
Extension cord.
The worst was when there would be other bands, and we would, in our group chat, we'd be like, all right, you guys check Garage C. We're going to look at Garage D and A. And we'd be like, all right, no band on A. No band, everyone on A.
Yeah, we'd be like scouring the campus. And then, when we found one spot, everybody's like, all right, claim it, go, plug in quick. There'd be times where we'd plug in and another band would show up like within the same minute, and we just happened to get to the outlet first.
Was there ever any like fisticuffs over a spot or anything?
No,
okay.
No, dirty looks,
very supportive. It is very supportive over there as far as the music scene goes.
Happy to hear it. For those that have heard the band, you guys have a bit of a throwback sound of sorts. I'm curious if what Magi has become was the direction you had planned on going when you guys first started getting together, when you brought Skates and Madden. Is this the direction you expected to go, or is this not extension isn't the word. Is this what happens when you guys got together and you guys started playing together and all of your influences come together to create what now Magi is?
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, we kind of wanted to go maybe a different route or anything like that, but Louie and I really kind of bonded over the mutual love for Led Zeppelin. I feel like all of us in the band love, that band. And we're like, yeah, let's do that sound. And there's a lot of other bands that are kind of, making headway in that sound. And we were like, yeah, I feel like this would be a good time to, kind of get into that sound. It's a sound we love. And we kind of just ran with it. But as far as, our influences go, I feel like, I'll let Louie answer this. He loves to answer this question. But it's kind of a little bit of everything.
We all come from like different backgrounds musically, and we all have a lot of different things we listen to. Like everybody else, everybody listens to a billion different things. But like Gennaro said, was Led Zeppelin was our bonding point. But I think as we've progressed, we've kind of, it's always been a very, very instinctual sound for us. Like we don't really sit down and be like, you know what, this is going to be this vibe and that vibe. We kind of just record what we like to play and what we have fun with, you know, and we all bring our flavor to it and make sure we get everything we like in it. And I think we do a good job of that.
Yeah, people love comparisons. Anytime a new band comes around, they have to compare them to Led Zeppelin, or you may not realize this, you are in the backyard of Greta Van Fleet. They are from Frankenmuth,
Yeah.
so
We went
obviously they for years have also dealt with isn't the word, but they've had the Led Zeppelin comparison. But when it comes to that, comparisons can be bad. But also, if somebody likes Zeppelin, they like Greta, they like that sound, they're going to like you guys because you guys obviously are you've realized there are bands making headway with this. We're going to go in that direction as well. So if you dig Zeppelin, check this out.
Yeah, and we're also very fortunate that I've heard personally a million comparisons. I've heard people say, you know, obviously like Led Zeppelin, we just played the Kenosha County Fair, and someone said we sounded like Grand Funk Railroad.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
another Michigan band, by the way.
Oh, really? I didn't know that,
That's
actually.
right.
And then when we played Frankie's, somebody said I had some Beatles influence. So it's just like, I think it's a good thing. I think I love the comparisons and stuff like that in a way that people seem it like constructive. You know what I mean? Not so much boxing us in, but we've heard so many different things.
What was the best fair food of the Kenosha State Fair, whatever it was?
I got these steak tips. It was phenomenal.
Steak tips at a fair?
I
Was it
know,
deep
I know,
fried?
I know. That's $26 I've ever spent. They put
Dude, the
mashed
fair
potatoes.
prices get ya.
It was so good though. I was like, man.
I like that they all looked at you like, well, go ahead. Tell everyone about the steak tips.
Hey, the gyro was pretty good too.
the Euro, yeah.
Yeah,
I have to
gyro.
say the cheese curds because
Well, it's
it was
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, you can't
cheese
screw that
curds,
up. Yeah.
those were
I didn't
so
know
good.
the cheese curds were actually different. I was like, how different can cheese be?
Oh yeah, they got to if they're legit, they got to squeak is what they make a big deal out of.
Yeah.
So, how soon after you guys started playing together did you think that you might have something that could be bigger than playing the parking garages at UCF, bigger than playing just around Orlando? Is there a point where maybe it was a recording, maybe it was a performance where you go, okay, this isn't just playing gigs locally. We've got something here.
Honestly, I think it's just we've been doing what we've been doing. We love doing this. You know, it's what drives us. It's our dreams, you know, to do this, and we have the most fun with it. And obviously the feedback that we get is, you know, amazing and very humbling, and it's kind of just, you know, let us down, and we just keep doing what we're doing, you know. The bond we have as brothers and as musicians has kind of, you know, just shown, you know, what we're capable of doing with our music and where we're, you know, capable of taking it and where we're going to go with it.
The first single, Highway Blues, was that the first song you guys wrote together?
That was the second song we wrote together. The one we played for you earlier, Child of the Sun, that was our first song that we wrote.
What was it about Highway that you guys felt like, all right, we're going to introduce ourselves to the world? I mean, I know that, you know, you start teasing on the Instagram at the end of November of last year, like this is coming. What was it about that song in particular, even though it wasn't the first song you wrote? What was it about that one that you said, all right, let this be the first thing people hear?
Yeah, I think we felt that it was just a really good song that kind of encapsulates the band and the sound we're trying to push, and then also kind of introduces a little bit of extra flavor to it that we're capable of.
Are you guys, I know you have the 3 songs out so far. What is in terms of collecting these songs, is there an EP? Is there going to be a full album? 2026 things are obviously very different, where some bands are like, you know, we're done with albums. We're just putting out a single here and there. What is the plan in terms of putting these together in a collection, or is it just going to be single after single after single?
We're releasing a 32-song album. No, we're
4 LPs, picture discs.
Yeah.
We love records, you know, like we want to do records and put our creative flow on it. For the current time, we got another single coming out, I believe, next month, so soon, and then early October we're going to drop our first EP. We're going to kind of repeat that process a couple more times with the singles and EP, and then eventually put them all on a big record.
And of course, when you put out new music, EPs, records, that means more tour dates. I know you guys are on a short run right now, and being so new and getting out of the road for the first time, What's the road experience been like besides the steak tips? Like, what about like everything else? How has everything else been in terms of being out on the road for the first time and going? I mean, you're playing shows in states you've never been to.
Oh yeah, we've been no short of any adventures, especially with Matt taking us under a bridge in Columbus, Georgia, and just exploring new parts of the country and getting to know the people and just really taking everything in has been so much fun. It's been awesome. Yeah.
Were you not supposed to go under the bridge?
No.
It wasn't strictly off
No.
limits.
Nobody said we couldn't.
Yeah,
go under the
there were no
bridge.
signs.
It was
Made
just
for a good
nobody else
picture,
on the
though.
road.
Yeah, right.
Great
Okay.
pictures.
Is there anything you guys have learned about each other? Because obviously playing gigs around Orlando, playing gigs in Florida, short little trips with each other are one thing. Being in an RV, being in a van, being in a bus, whatever, is a completely different situation. Is there anything you guys have learned about each other? Is there anything you guys want to hash out right now in terms of like, I don't like that you do this?
These guys are slobs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, right. Did you learn like Matt Soup like is the filthiest person imaginable? Is there anything you guys have learned about each other?
I look, all right, I'm not the best with laundry, okay? Just don't ask about the laundry in the back of the bus, all right? But no, I think it's luckily has been pretty good. No complaints. Nothing really to complain about.
I'm the clean freak.
Yeah, we have a couple clean freaks that keep the other ones in check, so
That's
it
important.
balances out.
Well, hopefully you guys can maybe you can get them a little more clean as 2027 approaches, and you guys stay out on the road. I assume with talking about putting out the album and an EP and all that, I assume 2027 is going to be like full blown. You guys are on tour.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Yeah, definitely. I think once that EP comes out and as we keep progressing, we're just going to keep hitting the road and getting out there. And honestly, we all love it. That's the best part, is playing to people and sharing the music and, seeing people's faces when you're performing and everything like that. It's just a great time, and we're all gathering together for the music, and it's truly a special experience.
Oh, we're excited to see what happens with the Magi moving forward, and I appreciate you guys taking a few minutes to swing through little old Saginaw on your way down to. I know you got shows in Columbus coming up. You guys are playing Nashville coming up, so I appreciate you guys swinging through today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us, and thank you for playing Highway Blues.
You got it. Awesome. Thanks, guys.